Hello, and welcome to Georgia Perimeter College Libraries. During this video, we will talk about Galileo. I'm Marianne Cullen, Library Director for GPC Online and Alpharetta Center. In this video, we will talk about what Galileo is, how to get to Galileo, why you'd want to use Galileo, offer some guidelines for doing research for a particular subject, and how to find an article when you have the citation. First, what is Galileo? Galileo is a collection of electronic information databases. In these databases, you will find articles from newspapers, scholarly journals, popular magazines, and reference sources. You will also find collections of electronic books and many other resources. Galileo includes links to some high-quality web resources such as the Census Bureau and other government websites, but most Galileo resources are restricted, meaning you must be on campus or have a special password to access the information. This is how doing research in Galileo is different from doing research on Google or other search engines on the open web. You have paid for access to Galileo resources with your taxes and tuition and fees. Galileo resources are carefully selected for quality. Think of Galileo as print resources made available electronically, so these resources have the reliability of print resources. So, how do you get to Galileo? You can access Galileo resources on or off campus. You can go directly to the Galileo website at www.galileo.usg.edu, but many people find it easier to access Galileo through the library homepage at www.gpc.edu/library. When accessing Galileo off campus, you must have the Galileo password. Some databases will also ask for your GPC username and password. This is the same as your iCollege username and password. For more information about getting the Galileo password, please see the tutorial titled Galileo Password or go to this address, www.gpc.edu/library/password.htm. Now let's explore how to use Galileo. We go to the Galileo link on the library homepage. If off campus, this is when we enter the Galileo password. We recommend that when you are searching for information on a particular subject, you go to individual databases to conduct your search rather than using the Search tab in Galileo. We find that most students find that going to specific databases is a quicker way to find good resources, and the results are easier to recreate later if you want to go back to the article that you found before. But what do you do if you don't know which database you want to use? Notice that this default view is a list of subjects. You can see that the tab Browse by Subject is highlighted on the gold bar. If you are unsure of which databases you want to use for your subject, you can use the subject headings to guide you. For example, if I am looking for literary criticism, I can click on Literature, Language, and Literary Criticism. A list of subtopics pops up and I can choose Literature and Literary Criticism. This will take me to a list of databases appropriate for this topic. To get to one of these databases, I can click on the name of the database and then I can search that database. Sometimes you will already know the name of the database you want to search. Your instructor may have suggested a particular database, or you may know from experience that you want to use a particular database. And of course, you can always ask a librarian to recommend databases for your topic. For this example, we will look for the database Academic Search Complete. This is a database that is good for searching many different subject areas. To get to Academic Search Complete or any specific database, we click on the database's A to Z tab on the gold bar. From here we can navigate in several ways. We could click on the list of all databases. We could click on the letters to open the list of databases that start with A. Or we can type the name of the database in the search box. Note that this search box will only search for database titles. You should not put your search terms in this box and expect to get results. When I search for academic search, I get a list of databases. I choose the one I want, Academic Search Complete. Then I am ready to search for my subject in this database. The last type of search I want to mention is how to search for a particular article when you have the citation or know which journal you want to use. Let's say you remember a particular article in the magazine Scientific American, but you don't know which database contains Scientific American. You can go to the Journals A through Z tab and type in Scientific American. Then click Find Journal. You will get a list of periodicals that contain the words scientific and American. Select the journal that you want. The resulting box will tell you which databases contain full-text articles from Scientific American and which dates are included in that database. In this case, EBSCOhost Academic Search Complete has articles from Scientific American available from 2005 to the present. You can then click on the name of the database and it will take you to a site where you can search within that publication. If you have a full citation, you may choose to look at Find a Cited Article and fill in the additional information. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. For more information about using the library or for help using Galileo, go to www.gpc.edu/library/usethelibrary.htm. There you will find videos and other information about using particular databases. Remember, you can always contact a librarian by calling any campus library or going to www.gpc.edu/library/ask.htm.